Hi, folks. Um, I just wanted to take a few moments of your time. Uh, Many of you already know that this is coming, and I've already talked to you about it. But um, if you could, in the next election in 2020, vote for a president who was qualified to do that job and could prove that they were qualified to do that job, but also felt that a child should be able to be born in this country and not have its life planned out or people judging it within 10 minutes of its birth because of the race, creed, color, and religion of its parents. Would that be an important factor to you? Would you like to get to know that person? Would you like to see them in charge of things? I hope so. I mean, it does require that remembering what made our society great. In order for our society to be all that we intended it to be, and what our founding fathers saw for it, is to keep applying positive pressure in the direction that we want to move in. And I am not wishing for the good old days. I'm saying that we had elements in our nation that worked. This doesn't mean we can't bring them back, but we also don't have to bring back what didn't work. By bringing back what worked, we will restore a nation. Our current and previous administrations have left us with a lot to do, like restoring our standing in the world through diplomacy, to give our kids a proper education that's not limited to, but allows them to dream the dreams of their ancestors. We don't need to destroy the environment in order to have abundance. There is evidence all around the world of cultures and civilizations that have done large scale projects and haven't destroyed their environment in the process. We can take care of the health needs of our society. We can create a clear vision that is a good path and a great standard for other countries as well. Our first 100 years of this country were filled with people like you and I, but they didn't have the resources or the technology to do what we have now. I believe that you can accomplish great things. And if you had a society that would cooperate with you, even more can be done. So let's restore this nation. We need to heal this nation. We need to realize that the Declaration of Independence recognizes inalienable rights granted by the Creator. That's what it says. So if you have an argument with other people having inalienable rights, then you have an argument with the Creator, not with us, not with the government. We need to plan to restore the infrastructure of this country, and that's more than roads and highways. My plan would create more than 200,000 good paying jobs and won't create more walls between society and our neighbors. My God, we need to restore our military. They have been used by a tool by every person in power and government to carry out their pet agendas. These military members, after returning, need our support and healing. That is a part of being a great nation. So let's restore our nation by giving our military what they deserve. We need to be more aware of what's going on in our society. We need to not allow travesty and tragedy to continue. We need to support the police, both on a state, city, and federal level. We need to give respect to our intelligence community. We need to let them know that everything they do for our country matters and that they don't have to give a pat on the head to the commander in chief. We need to restore the horticulture in our country, whether it's a small farm or whether it's a vegetable stand or whether it's a corporate conglomerate growing food for our entire country. We need to take care of the disasters that take place, not based on greed or how we can get a piece of it, but take care of the people who are in need. We need to sponsor growth through education and our universities to support the essential elements of our nation to be restored. Our society needs to give of ourselves and not answer to our egos. We need to look at the people that serve in our government and give them the support they need so that we can restore a nation. So I'm trying to rush through this, but if you go to my website, which will be posted at the end of this, you'll find out more information on this. So as I went around the country, and I've been in every state in the United States, and not just the important ones that politicians like to go to, but I went to every state and the 3 biggest cities there. And I asked people, what would you say to the next president of the United States? Well, that's where the planks of my platform came from. And guess what? That's also within the purview of the President of the United States. But I've chosen to purely run as an American, a citizen of this nation, not affiliated with or beholden to other parties, except for the citizens of this nation. And that's who I need to have support me in this effort. I don't need to be a part of a party. George Washington wasn't, and many other presidents weren't either in the early part of our country. What I need you to do is on 2020, when you get your ballot, is to write my name in. Now, there's a lot of discussion in the news right now about the security of our elections. Well, just write my name in. If you write it on there, it's hard to digitally remove it. So there is more to follow. There will be more to discuss. And I want to share this with all of you. And I'm sorry I didn't take everybody's comments and their questions at this time. I'm going to do another broadcast later on, but I wanted to get this announcement out there as briefly and as quickly as possible. So let's work together to restore a nation. I believe in you. And I believe we can do this. Thank you for your time.